John Stephen Akhwari. He represented Tanzania in the 1968 Olympic Games. He was a marathon runner. He wanted to represent his country well, and so, the gun went off and he began to run, and he was jockeying for position, and all of a sudden he got tripped up and he hit the ground, the pavement. He ended up dislocating his knee, hurting his shoulder. But he said in that moment he felt a voice in his head say, "Don't give up." So he had a medic actually come and put his knee back into place and bandaged up his wounds. And he got up and he just began to limp. He began to limp and he began to will himself to that finish line. And 2 hours after the first place runner had crossed the finish line, after they had already had the medal ceremony, after most of everyone had gone home for the night, he hobbled his way into that stadium and he crossed that finish line. And after he finished that race, a reporter came up to him and says, "John, why'd you keep going? You knew you had no chance of winning." And he said this, he says, "Because my country didn't send me 5,000 miles to start the race. They sent me 5,000 miles to finish the race." And I think we all admire those who finish what they start. Those when the chips is up against them, when their back is up against the wall, they don't give up, but they persevere. And that's what we're going to talk about today as we continue our teaching series through these chapters in the book of Isaiah, oftentimes referred to as the servants' songs. These chapters that prophesy, they foreshadow a coming king who would get knocked down, but he would get back up. A suffering servant who would go through hardship, but he would pave an example for us to follow.